And something that's also coming back for the first time in 3 years is the airstrike. 20 secrets you missed in Fortnite Season 2. So last week, we all witnessed the horror of this loading screen, and while we all rightfully came to the conclusion that Klombo may just be gone forever, a huge discovery has been made. If you head to Command Cavern on the map, inside you'll come across this vault, and it sounds like something might just be inside. Does this mean Klombo was alive and the IO are keeping him in prison? So I know what you're thinking.
Hold up, how did they get that footage? What is that?
We gotta break them out. So how can we do it? Well, using a glitch, you can actually get inside of this vault. And if you look around, nothing's in here. Now, I am sure this is just an easy fix for Epic. And in a few weeks, we'll be setting up the perfect heist to free Klombo. So subscribe to help us steal Klombo.
So why do you think they took Klombo out then? Like, if they were just going to bring them back in, I don't know.
Back. But if we're gonna break them out, we gotta learn more about the Imagined Odor. And that brings us to one of the greatest secrets of Season 2. The IO Patrol from Season 1 is back, driving around on the east side of the island, but no one has noticed a hilarious detail about them. After they run low on gas, they'll now make stops at gas stations where they'll awkwardly walk inside to pick up snacks before hitting the road again. What kind of attention to detail is this? Now, if we're gonna stand a chance against the Imagined Odor, you'll need to get familiar with the new siege cannons, and there's a secret that can make these devastating. Now, it's common knowledge at this point, you can find them all over IO bases and can shoot a cannonball or even yourself. But did you know you can now place your map marker and it will show on the cannon's display? Yes, this will allow you to directly hit your targets or land in the exact place. I mean, seriously, it's almost pinpoint accuracy. But if you want an insta-kill, one of the rarest items in Fortnite history is returning this season. People who analyze the challenges for Season 2 realize that there are references to the mythic goldfish, which hasn't been seen in Fortnite since Chapter 3 began. And something that's also coming back for the first time in 3 years is the airstrike. These were also spotted in the challenges, which could be huge. I mean, it'll seriously shake up the way we play Fortnite for a while. And speaking of getting the drop on your enemies, with this favorite skin, you can sneak up on them silently. That's right, if you use the new Orisa skin,
because you just don't have the same type of ability that you had in chapter or in the last season, like.
And from the battle pass, along with their pickaxes, for some reason, when you have them equipped, your footsteps will be completely removed. So if you have this skin, be sure to do it before Epic fixes it. Another fix that every fan is looking forward to is coming to reboot vans. I'm not joking, a new deployable reboot van is coming to the game, and according to leaks, you'll be able to throw it down wherever you are to reboot your teammates. This will be super useful for when you're far from a van or caught in a tough situation. And with all these new changes, it was so easy to miss the secret details that Epic has hidden in Season 2. When it comes to Kiara KO, she has a pretty consistent story. The IO logo is on her belt, she's got the same necklace as Sloan, and Fortnite literally calls her the leader of Tango Squad. Explain this! I mean, I got no idea. I think Epic made a mistake on this one, unless she's some sort of like double agent, which make things even more confusing. Especially because it looks like the IO has even more planned. Jetpacks are coming back as seen in the trailer and are gonna let you aim while in midair. You also hover at the same height, just like Mando's jetpack used to do, so you don't gotta worry about fall damage. These jetpacks will be found in the IO blimps, making these an even more valuable drop spot. Another helpful secret is that the cooler boxes around the island will now drop fish when open. Previously, these were the home to the Guzzle Juice and Chug Splashes, but with the Guzzle Juice vaulted, it has made some space for some extra fish. So if you're wondering why a lot of enemies have been dropping floppers this season, well, you might have just found your answer. And even with all the mobility added this season, there's a secret way to fly much higher. If you jump into a siege cannon and shoot yourself directly onto a launch pad, this happens.
Wait.
Talk about a good tip when you need to go that extra mile, literally. There's also a new group known as the Foodie Battalion that is here to help the resistance. There's always been various restaurants around the island, and now that the IO has invaded, the mascots have been forced into hiding. NPCs like Lil Whip, Guaco, and more hidden away in secret rooms near their restaurants and are communicating with the Seventh throughout the war. But if you're moving around quickly, you might not have noticed incredibly small hints to a WandaVision collab. When you go to the NPCs around the island, they talk and sell items, and as you know, sometimes they'll have unique dialogue. Well, if you put on the Doctor Strange skin and talk to Metal Team Leader, she'll ask you about your synthezoid friend, which is obviously a reference to Vision from Marvel. As we know, the Doctor Strange movie is coming up. With him in the Battle Pass, we could probably expect to see both Wanda and Vision coming to the game soon. And just like last season, there's even more changes coming to the map mid-season. The Resistance will soon start to recover their territory on the island and push back the IO. We'll be fighting them in 3 stages to reclaim 5 POIs before eventually blowing up 3 of the IO's blips. Yeah, we're only a week into the season and we are already getting new updates. But one of the biggest changes with Season 2 has been no building, and players are loving it. Well, it looks like Epic is listening because there's now a 0 build mode with less damage to the environment. And the best part is, it is permanent. Sloan's plans have failed, and we even got a free loading screen to remember it. And this week's content update has been huge. We also got a brand new rocket launcher for the first time in years. To celebrate the guided missile launcher's 4th birthday, say hello to the Anvil, an anti-vehicle weapon that locks onto cars and tanks. And soon we'll also be able to fight back with the MK7 as early as this week. Yes, the MK and the Combat AR are having their own free trial for the weekend before we have to vote on which one gets vaulted. So enjoy your time with them. One of them may never return again. And that's not even the most ridiculous thing in Season 2, because on the new cover of Fortnite Zero War, there's a really old Jonesy. No, but really, why is he so old? Are we gonna find out this is like the original Jones or something? I mean, seriously, I'm putting up a conspiracy board right now. And for another secret, you may have been smashing across the map in the new armor battle bus, but have you noticed that once you turn on the radio, it immediately becomes a party bus? Yeah, when the music turns up, disco lights come on inside, and that's not the only secret with this new vehicle. When the bus is in full party mode, the horn will change from the bus horn into an air horn. And it turns out the armor battle bus isn't only hiding party secrets either. With 6 of the 7 finally being revealed, we can actually see the 7th member in this loading screen. Driving the battle bus, you can see the second sister, and you can also notice her full suit behind the Imagine, which is insane. But moving to another vehicle secret, back in Chapter 2, Season 2, there is a secret buggy vehicle at the end of the trailer, and 2 years later, we still haven't seen it. And the same goes for the tow truck from the Season 6 trailer. Well, it looks like we could be seeing both of them sometime in the future, because the tow truck and a new muscle car were included in this season's trailer. And speaking of the trailer, Doctor Strange arrives to help the Resistance by creating a portal to the island. However, he's actually missing his sling ring. Now, the sorcerers need these rings to open portals, which kind of makes you wonder, how is he even doing this? And that's not the only difference with Doctor Strange. If you look closely at the mandalas he uses, you might spot that those runes on the outside are from the cubes. After all, his power is drawn from the dark dimension, so maybe it is the cube's darkness. But in the trailer for the brand new Zero build mode, look extremely closely and you'll spot some amazing secrets that reveal the future. For example, players run around with LMGs and heavy snipers, which are confirmed to be coming to the game in a few weeks. But sadly, the heavy sniper will be getting a nerf and does a lot less damage than before. Something even more exciting is that Choppas will return with a
Is that sad? I mean, some of us might think it's sad. Some of us might be happy that there isn't that one shot from a distance kill gun in the game.
A brand new 7 theme. Soon we'll be able to add them through funding stations, but it will not be easy. Fortnite has made funding 3 times harder, so save up a lot of gold if you want to see these. There's some awesome collabs on the way too, from Moon Knight to Star Wars. The lightsabers have been updated in the files for Season 2. So while we didn't get the Star Wars weapons last May, the Obi-Wan show is coming this season. Many people are expecting to see an Obi-Wan skin, as well as the possibility of Darth Vader. And after years of waiting, we can finally see them. While we're talking about new collabs, did you know the new Segway emote is actually a crossover? Fortnite even made a separate tweet about them and tagged them on Twitter. This is definitely gotta be one of the strangest collabs we have ever had. And if you remember the Season 2 patch notes, you might recall that Epic claimed to add exotics into creative, and they never did. And luckily, they are finally in creative, and you can now enjoy things like the grappler bow, boom sniper, and a lot more. And while older items have been updated, the newer ones also have some secret uses. The new repair torch can be used to heal your vehicles in metal, but once it is empty,
so what they're looking at right now is actually what we saw in the last video. That being said, there's so much going on with Fortnite right now. It's amazing to see that they've managed to actually do something interesting after we saw the Spider-Man web shooters. I was thinking towards the end, the meta was so interesting at that time, but it definitely become quite stale to a certain extent. I was wondering, how do they revitalize this without or with taking out the mobility? And what do? Well, they take out every bit of building and they replace with a lot of new updates. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. How have you been enjoying Fortnite? Personally, been enjoying it. Never thought I would with no building, but there you go. That being said, this is Fortnite Hub covering everything happening in Fortnite. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next Fortnite Hub video.